Hi guys, I'm Hannu from Sarismiehet podcast and welcome once again to our international episode. I have been getting some new comic book shipments, so let's see what I got. So, it's a big pile this time. Let's start with Spawn, Scorched. I have been reading lots of Spawn lately. I think I like the Gunslinger series the best. This was good addition to the overall story, but I think I would give this about 3 out of 5 stars. Not necessary to buy, but it gives little depth to the overall story. So if you are a fan of Spawn, I recommend this, but if you haven't read Spawn in a while, you should probably start somewhere else. Then, Red Border from AWA Upshot. That is one of my favorite publishers. I haven't been able to read this one yet, but it looks like a cool crime story. And if you haven't been reading any AWA Upshot titles yet, you should definitely check them out. And a nice cover by Tim Bradstreet. Haven't seen those in a while elsewhere than in AWA Upshot titles. Then, something from my favorite comic book creator team, and Reckless book, The Ghost in You. And this one is more about story of Anna. Ethan is away of town during this series. I really like this, and it's great addition to the overall great Reckless story. If you haven't read Reckless yet, you should start from the beginning. This is the 4th book in the series, I think. And before we go on, I would like to mention that I have a story on Holiday Spirit anthology that is coming from Band of Bards later this month. So when you are getting some holiday reading, please check that one out. And there is also Planet Comics 27 from Antarctic Press currently on previews catalog that features the last parts of my story, Bark at the Moons. So please consider ordering it to your local comic shop. I would greatly appreciate it. But let's get going. Next one, Ghost Rider Danny Ketch Epic Collection Vengeance Reborn. These are the comics that actually got me interested in superhero comics in the early 90s. We got these stories in Finnish, and I was like really impressed that there is some other comics that than Donald Duck that is very popular in Finland. The artwork by Saltares and Teixeira is awesome, and the writing by Howard Maggie is like the best there can be, and the quality of this epic collection is amazing. So if you are a fan of this series, this is a great way to start collecting it, because I think the Danny Ketch classic collections have been out of print for a long time. Another epic collection, X Factor Judgment War. I think I haven't been able to read it yet, but I think this features the last stories by Simonsons that I really like. I think this will be the last X Factor collection epic I'm going to buy. I haven't been a fan of the later stories, but I think I will enjoy this collection and get like the closure for Simonson's story. So can't wait to read it. Then a bigger book, Spawn Compendium 5. Once again, great way to get your Spawn fix, so to say. 50 issues, awesome collection. The print quality is really good. I must say that the fourth Spawn Compendium wasn't maybe the best stories, at least for me, but I have been reading this a little bit, so I think it's going like the quality is going up. I had maybe like some issues with the writing and maybe in the art department too on the last collection, but I hope this is going to the right direction and can't wait to have the 6th collection, so we will hopefully get to the issue 300. Then to the really big books, I think I'll have to show these together. Jason Aaron's run on Thor, Epics 1 and 2. I think there is about 2,500 pages worth of Thor. I have read the first collection. I think it was overall very good. There were like maybe 2 storylines I wasn't so much into, but overall a great way to read lots of Marvel, and especially the kind of new Marvel, although these are almost 10 years old already, the older stories. I haven't been able to read the second one yet, but I hope it will be a good closure to Jason Aaron's run. So can't wait to get to this collection, hopefully during the holidays. Then last but definitely not the least, the Death of Captain America and Captain America, the Trial of Captain America omnibuses. I just read this and I have these as a trade paperbacks, but when I found this on Walt's comic shop, I had to buy them so that I would get whole Brubaker's run as omnibus editions. And the new one, or the reprint, Captain America, the Trial of Captain America, was also really good. I really liked it and can't wait to get the last omnibus. It's currently coming to me by mail. So I finally get to read the last issues of Brubaker's run, because I kind of missed it when it originally came out, only read the Death of Captain America storyline. I think this is probably the best superhero comic of this century. That's my opinion. I just love Brubaker. So please consider buying these new collections if you have the previous ones. The quality is great and the extras are also very good. Oh, and almost forgot. I also bought G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero issue 5 when it came to my eyes when I was visiting Germany. G.I. Joe was maybe one of my favorite comics as a kid. G.I. Joe and Ghost Rider were the titles that got me in the comics. So I have been thinking of getting some of these early issues as single issues. So I'll start my collection from this one. Great cover, lots of action, and I think this is in a kind of good condition. So these kind of books I had this time. Let me know in the comment section what you think about these comics. Have you read some of those? Are there some favorite of yours or something that you don't like so much? And please, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. We are aiming for the 500 followers. There's still kind of lots of way to go, but steadily going there. And also hit the like button if you like this video. My name was Hannu Kesola and we'll see you soon. I think Jusa will be presenting his stuff next on our English videos. So see you next time. Bye.